Today we're making an outdoor sofa. Now I only used 2 power tools for this project, a circular saw and a drill, but you'll really see me extract a lot of value out of this little tiny pocket hole jig. This is an inexpensive tool that will allow you to take the basic tools and just get a lot more capabilities out of them.
I'm making this sofa out of 2x6s. I'm cutting them to length using my circular saw, guided by my Kreg portable crosscut. There's only 2 lengths you need to remember for this project. I'm cutting 30-inch long pieces for the side panels and 6-foot long pieces for the backrest and the seat panels. I'm using my Kreg Pocket-Hole Jig and a couple of the long neck clamps to turn these pieces of 2x6s into the panels. Now the flat parts are really easy, but I just stacked up some scrap to make it nice and easy to screw on the perpendicular armrests. This little Kreg Pocket-Hole Jig is one of those accessories that doesn't cost a lot, but has a ton of value. Not only is it way cheaper than a biscuit joiner, this pocket hole technique lets me panelize 2x6s without needing big, expensive clamps. This is going to be an outdoor sofa, so I'm using coated 2.5-inch long deck screws to connect the boards. Now I'm going for super sturdy with this project, so I added a vertical support to the seat panel. You can probably get away without this since it's only a 6-foot long seat, but this makes sure that there's zero bend. These pocket holes on the sides of the panels are just going to allow me to connect it to the inside face of the side panels. I stacked up some scrap pieces so that I could set the height of the seat and then assembled it with the sofa oriented upside down. Different people like a backrest at different angles, and that's why I made the side panels a little bit longer than they absolutely need to be. This just gives you the option to change the backrest to a lower angle if you want a more loungy sofa. Now for outdoor projects like this, I typically don't fill in all the pocket holes, but with wood putty or dowels, you can very quickly do it if you're so inclined. Now I didn't use a sander for this project, I just used some sandpaper to just round over some of the edges, and it would have been sitting outside so it's a little stained up. So I decided to mask that with a Cabot stain. Now I only had a little bit left, so I diluted it, which means it's going to show a little bit more of the wood grain and also give me a lot more coverage. And I really like the way it came out. For outdoor cushions, I typically use 24-inch wide seat cushions from a big box retailer. If you buy these during the spring, you're going to have lots of options for color, but if you buy them in the fall, like right now, you'll often find them, as I did, at a steep discount, but with more limited color options.
So this DIY sofa is as easy as it gets. You only need 2 power tools to pull this off. Although if you used an Orbital Sander, that would probably make things a little bit faster, particularly if your 2x6s were pretty rough. This design is pretty simple, but with a few modifications, you could make a lot of changes. You could add sort of a faceboard right there to change the way that end panel looks. Obviously, you could adjust the angle of the back seat to fit your personal preference. Everybody has a different idea about what makes a sofa comfortable. And obviously, you could also do a lot of different things with the stain. So give it a try and let me know how it goes.